Got it.
Sure.
Golem, don't let down your guard.
Don't.
Uh-huh. Sounds like a plan. That way?
Mm-hmm. Whatever's necessary.
So, what's the plan? Give the word.
What do we need?
This way, right? All right, why not? That's the way.
So, what's the plan? Yes?
Blazes, that thing is huge.
You got it. Just give the word. Uh-huh.
Sure. Blasted armor.
Yes. Tiara's breath. We're in for a fight.
That's the way.
What's next?
Yes?
Understood. Yes, interesting.
This way, right?
Now would you look at
Sure.
that?
Sounds like a plan.
Will do.
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological prowess remains unrivaled. One thing is clear: none of their marvels would have been possible without an incredible amount of magical energy. According to Iskrim, this is it. The heart of the Nexus. The source of the Shaper's power.
Just give the word.
Well, blow me down with a feather. And here I thought this couldn't get any more impressive.
Then I'm guessing we got lucky? This is the Nexus?
Yes, we found Mullendeer's heart. So, as I said already to Har, if we're to find out anything about the Bloodburn in this city, it'll be here. Do you see that massive pillar in the center? That's where the Shapers drew their energy from. They used it to communicate, to store knowledge, to power the mechanisms in their city, and to build some of their most magnificent creations.
So this is also some kind of archive?
Well, not in the traditional sense. I doubt you'll find a lot of books here.
Huh. And where exactly does that energy they channel in here come from? What is it?
Well, that's one of the great Shaper mysteries. There's many theories and few facts. But the most likely one is that it draws from some kind of world essence, the same we mages use to cast magic.
If something like that exists, why have I never heard about it before?
As I said, it's just one of many theories. I might be completely mistaken.
What did they create? Just creatures?
Well, obviously just a few very select items, such as, I suppose, the runes we found. Only the most skilled of their craftsmen were allowed to work on that altar you see over there. Being Zaklar, a runesmith, was one of the most respected positions in Shaper society, and only those of the priest caste were even considered. I'm guessing that whatever miracle allowed them to create these ghost watchers outside was also manufactured here.
Did you just say they used this place to communicate?
Yes, apparently some Shapers were able to communicate with each other by thought alone.
I've heard about that. But what does this Nexus have to do with it?
Well, their telepathy wasn't an innate skill. It was something the higher castes learned through somehow joining their minds to that pillar. They were connected.
I wouldn't want someone to be able to read my thoughts.
Well, I don't think joining oneself to that pillar meant your mind was an open book. The mechanics were probably a bit more complex. Either way, I suggest we take a look around, see what we can find. Nihav's hammer. Do you feel that?
Energy. Seems there's still some left.
Yeah. And what's that? Looks like some kind of anvil?
Could that be where the Shapers forged their creations?
Very likely so, yes. Wait. How about a little experiment? That strange rune Lacane gave you. Could I, borrow it for a moment?
What for?
As I said, a little experiment. These shards we found on the ghosts outside. I think I might be able to combine them with our rune.
All right. Go ahead.
Thank you. Wow, that's interesting.
What?
The runes. They look alike.
So, Lacane gave us a Shaper rune?
Might be, yeah.
He seemed to think it was a gift from Aenir.
Interesting. Well, I personally don't believe in Aenir handing out gifts to his followers, but as you can tell by the godstones all over the city, he played a role in the Shaper's faith too. So, technically, it could be both a Shaper rune and a gift from the Allfather.
And you're still sure you want to do this?
I am. It may take a while, so I suggest you take a look around in the meantime.
Sure. At least we'll be out of the blast radius that way.
Very funny.
Yes? So, what's the plan? That way? Sounds like a plan. Uh-huh.
Let's see. Interesting.
You got it.
Now would you look at that?
Yes?
Interesting. What's next? Understood. What do we need? Let's see. Now would you look at that? Interesting.
Just give the word. Yes?
What's that?
Looks like a map of Fiara. A very old one.
Can that help us somehow?
I think so, yes. You see those markings? Glyphs. They look like someone carved them into the stone.
Can you make out what they say?
I've been trying, but...
Yes, that's it. Over here, quickly!
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological prowess remains unrivaled.
Isgrim?
Ah, there you are. I was right, it worked. Look,
I don't see anything.
just take a look. Here, Tahar.
What the heck just happened? What did you do?
I don't know. The rune, it must have reacted to you somehow, Tahar.
Yes, but why? What did you do to it?
I joined it with the shards we found on the Ghost Watchers. I'm guessing that caused some kind of magical reaction when you, as the rune owner, touched it.
So we're bound to the city now.
No, of course not. But I think the rune got stronger. Still, I'll have to do more research on this. I can't help but feeling that these runes are an ocean and we've merely touched the surface.
Let's just hope there isn't a monster on the bottom.
Anyway, what now? We still haven't learned anything new about the Bloodburn or the song.
That's right, we haven't. But while I was working on the rune, a thought occurred to me. Remember how I told you that some of the higher caste shapers were able to communicate by thought alone, by telepathy? Frankly, I believe that's exactly what the song is. Telepathy.
You mean we're hearing the thoughts of a shaper?
The shapers are extinct, so no, but it might be someone else using shaper magic or sort of mental echo. The memories of the dead.
I'm not sure what you mean by a mental echo.
Well, the shapers left all kinds of traces, didn't they? And those specters we fought on the surface are proof that their magic is still prevalent. Also, we know they use telepathy to communicate, so who knows? Maybe this song is just a lost, forgotten thought that somehow made it through the millennia.
That's almost poetic.
The song is telepathy. You mean what we are hearing?
Isn't an actual sound, but a thought translated by your mind, yes. That explains why not everybody hears it, doesn't it?
Why do we then?
Probably because of our magical gifts. It makes sense, doesn't it?
So, somebody is talking in our heads. That's bizarre. Be that as it may, how does that get us any closer to finding a cure for the bloodburn?
Because it tells us what has to be done next. Reactivate the Nexus.
Why?
Because it might allow us to do the same thing that the Shapers did. Join our minds to that pillar. We could connect to the collective subconscious of an extinct race, which then again could help us understand the song and its origin.
Just give the word.
That sounds intriguing. How do we reactivate it, though?
Good question. But I believe those two pedestals have something to do with it. I'm pretty sure they're what used to be conjuring the energy of this place.
And they're empty. So we need to find whatever was in there, don't we? A power source.
Yeah. The only question is how.
I think I have an idea. Let's get back to that map. I think Iskrim should take a look at it. Here we go. What do you make of this, Iskrim?
A map of old Fiara. By Nehalf, this is incredible.
Yes, but I was talking about those markings. They look as though they were added manually, don't they? I've started translating them already, but I'm stuck. Can you take a shot?
Let me see. Zaganar Zavuladun. Stones of... Wait. You're right. The Stones of the Essence and their location.
Stones of the Essence? So they are the power sources we're looking for.
They must be, yes.
But why would someone hide the stones and then mark their location?
Who says someone hid them? Maybe they were just brought somewhere else. It's common knowledge that the last years of the Shapers were chaotic, and they might have had a good reason to abandon this Nexus.
Then maybe it's not a good idea to bring them back, don't you think?
Well, the thing is, without the stones, we're stuck. We need this place up and running to understand the song. Even if my theory about it being telepathy is wrong, without power, we can't access the archive neither.
Then we need to find them.
Absolutely. And I suggest we start right away with...
Hold your horses, we're not getting these stones anytime soon.
Why?
Because if that map is anywhere near accurate, one of those stones is located in what's now Aeonir's Blade. No point going in there without an army.
The Iron Falcons. Right.
Iron Falcons?
You don't know. The Iron Falcons are an order that is protecting the tomb of Foyle Darg. They're fighting the world's end, so to speak. What about the other marking, Iria?
Maybe...
Hold on. The Field Darg? The ancient evil?
Yeah, them. According to the lore, the Guardians locked them in this tomb. But the seal has gotten weaker as time went by, so for over 800 years the Iron Falcons have been protecting it. I'm surprised you know so little of your own country's lore, Tahar.
Well, my father was never interested in old myths.
The Fieldar aren't a myth, not at all. If it weren't for the Falcons, Fiara would be history by now. That's not to say they're a likable bunch. Word has it that they're fanatically religious, self-righteous pricks. But I guess living in the desert with only skeletons to keep you company does that to you.
What about the other marking?
That one's even worse. This land where the marking points to doesn't even exist anymore. It's right in the Black Sea.
Damn it, you're right. But, that doesn't necessarily mean that this island doesn't exist anymore, does it? Maybe the cartographers of our era simply haven't discovered it yet. We could build a ship, right? Sail there and find out.
Yeah, maybe. But again, for that we need support. Someone who can provide us with influence, money, and at least some troops against whatever we'll face there. Not to mention the fact, Tahar, that your former general has probably already sent his dogs on us.
Ideas?
What about that village mayor, Clara Farland? Didn't she tell us something about certain friends she has?
True. And there was a shapeshifter.
Yeah, though I still don't think this is a good idea. How about the Moorhair elves? You told me they're investigating the Bloodburn too, didn't you?
Alright, it might be worth a try.
Well then, sounds like we have plenty of options, doesn't it? Where do we start?
I think Clara Farland is our safest bet. She owes us.
True. We can still seek out the Moor here afterwards anyway. Or the orcs, if you really think this is a good idea.
Alright, then back to Farland's Hope, is it?
Yeah. Let's take some more time to rest and get prepared.
So, this'll be our base, won't it?
I guess so. Yes.
Nihalf's hammer. How about a tad more enthusiasm? We're in the ancient city of the Shapers. If anything, we should feel honored.
Well, let's just hope the city's defenses work better for us than they did for them.
I'll take care of that. Above all, we need allies.
We'll find them. Yes? Yes? Now would you look at that? Yes?
So, this is it, isn't it? Our base of operations?
So it seems.
An ancient Shaper city on a quest to find a cure for the Bloodburn. And we're working for the purity of light. Sounds crazy if you say it like that. Just some weeks ago, I thought I'd be in Greyfell now, trying to make a fresh start as an innkeep.
Innkeep? You?
Hey, don't laugh. What's wrong with some honest work after years of defiling on the road? Getting up early in the morning, setting the tables, serving mulled wine and stew to tired, weary souls. Just a simple, honest life.
Innkeeping is fun, until you find yourself on your knees at dawn, clearing up the puddles of vomit and beer these tired, weary souls left behind when they were done carousing.
Quite the cynic, aren't you?
Innkeeping is fun.
Quite the cynic, aren't you?
So, you'd leave it all behind? The adventuring?
You know. People always act as if these decisions are final. The only way to find out how much I'd like that kind of life is by taking a chance, isn't it? And if one day I wake up and find myself in need of a change, I can still pack up my things and hit the road again. Upsides of elven blood. There's plenty of time.
For what it's worth, I enjoy your company.
Sure you do. Who else would patch you up after the next monumental battle? Anyway, talk later, shall we? I'm sure you've got battles to prepare.
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological prowess remains unrivaled.
Yeah, wait. What's that?
I'm sorry?
That thing you've got there, the shard. Can I take a look at it for a second? Niehaus hammer. This is amazing. No, more than that. This is phenomenal.
I don't follow. What's so special about this thing?
This thing, as you call it, is part of an artifact. One that the scholars have been writing about for centuries. Blazes Tahar. Sometimes I wonder why it's always you who find such treasures, and not me. Look, if you find more of these, please bring them to me as fast as you can. It might be possible to reconstruct them, and that, I can't even begin to imagine what that would entail.
Okay. If I find more pieces, I'll bring them to you.
You have to. Niehaus hammer, I still can't believe it.
What's next?
Ah, Tahar. How nice of you to come by.
Made yourself comfortable?
Comfortable. Believe me, being comfortable is the last thing on my mind right now. Just look at this place. A Shaper city. Don't you feel it too? This sense of divinity?
I do. It's beautiful.
Indeed it is. Tahar, I'm not sure if you understand how much this means to me. The forgotten city of Mullendir, the heritage of the Shapers. Since my childhood days, I've dreamed of this. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, thank you. You and the Harbinger have made this dream come true.
Well, all we did was save you from the orcs. You were the one who found the entrance.
You make it sound as if saving me from those greenskins was an easy feat. It wasn't. Anything else I can help you with? If not, I'd like to take another look at that rune Lacane gave us. It's at least as amazing as this place. Yeah, do you need something? I'm a tad busy.
That armor you're wearing looks quite special. Is it from Windwall?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's from Windwall. I forged it myself. Why do you ask?
Well, our smiths might be able to forge you a better one. It looks quite worn.
What? No. No, that's not gonna happen.
Why not?
It means something to me. But if it's my protection you're worried about, I can do some work on it myself. You'd have to cover the expenses, though. I'm a bit short on material these days.
Fair enough. I'll let you know if I have some resources to spare. Found out anything new about the rune?
Well, so far all I can say is that what Lacane has given you is indeed a Shaper artifact, as we suspected. Now, I would write all this purity talk of the rune being a gift of Aenir off as religious nonsense if it weren't for the fact that the rune's energy actually interacts with the Godstones, shrines of Aenir.
Which means that the Shapers and Aenir are somehow connected.
Somehow, yes. And I'll find out how.
I've been meaning to ask you, how does a dwarf end up so far from the Windwall Mountains?
Let's not talk about this now, shall we? Maybe later.
Alright, sure. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No sweat to her. It's fine.
How does one make a living as an archaeologist?
Good question. One I usually prefer not to think or talk about. To be honest, it's a tough life. For some obscure reason, only very few scholars take interest in the Shaper or the Hibernian culture, even though there is so much to be found. It's a shame.
Like what? What is there to be found?
What? You mean apart from monumental steel constructs, ghost warriors, and a city full of ancient secrets to be discovered? A lot. But that's another topic.
How do you explain that lack of interest?
Well, what do you think? Ignorance. No matter if it's orcs, elves, dwarves, or humans. We're all terribly bad at learning from the past. Blasted, there's so much to be found, so much to be explored. Not just riches, but the technology, wisdom, and ancient secrets. But no, for some reason, the people with the coin just don't care. The only ones who even try to access this treasure are incompetent amateur treasure hunters, who usually get their heads chopped off by the first defense mechanism they walk into.
True. It's a pity.
Well, I suppose that answers your question. The life of an archaeologist is hard, and there have been times where I questioned if all the sacrifices I've made were worth it. Yet, here I am now.
What are your thoughts on the Harbinger, Rondar Lacane?
Well, he's my employer. Without him, I wouldn't be on this mission. Or, what do you mean?
I was trying to say, how do you feel about what he stands for? The purity of light, Aenir's return.
Oh, that. I'm not certain I have an opinion on these matters.
All right, then. There's something I've been wondering about. How did your cooperation with the Harbinger begin?
Well, that was simple. I was in Everlight at the time, on request of a nobleman. He'd hired me to do some work on an artifact collection of his. One night, a courier contacted me and gave me a letter. The message outlined the mission and the pay, even though the latter was almost irrelevant to me once I realized what it was that Lacane wanted me to find.
Molandir.
Yeah, you know the rest of the story.
Goodbye. Yes? What do we need? Let's see. Yes?
Fine.
Here we go.
I'll keep you shielded.
Hold on a moment. Do you see that?
Yeah, fresh trails and a lot of them. An army went through here not too long ago.
Well, let's be on our guard.
Sure.
Blazes. Northander soldiers.
Must be your general's men. They followed our trail.
That was faster than expected. Not a single villager in sight. That's ghastly. We should try to find Clara Farland as soon as possible.
Hold it right there. What's your business?
We're supposed to meet the mayor of this town, Clara Farland? Where is she?
Clara Farland? What do you want from her?
Tahar, don't. We should scout the area first.
On second thought, I think we're at the wrong village. We'll be off.
The wrong village. Of course. Now get out of my face.
Alright, why not?
Interesting.
So, what's the plan?
Blasted armor. Something you need? Sure. Danger up ahead!
Now would you look at that? Got it.
Just give the word.
We should get moving.
Let's see. What's next?
Sounds like a plan. That way?
That's the way?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Move along. There's nothing for you people to see here. What the? Over here! Help! Somebody!
What do we need?
Yes. All right. At least we can be sure they're all alarmed now. We should prepare ourselves for some resistance.
You'll regret this.
This way, right?
You got it.
What the? Help me, someone!
All right, here goes nothing.
you read my mind.
Here! All right.
Let's see.
Blazes. I had a feeling that was you. You know how to make an entrance, dear.
Are you okay? Did they hurt you?
Nothing I can't handle. I thought you'd come back, but I wasn't sure. Yet here you are. Once again, you make enemies to help an old crone in need.
Glad to be of service. Now, what in blazes happened here? Why did the Royal Army attack your village?
Can't you guess?
They followed us.
Yes, General Noria himself. He just came here, hand on the hilt of his sword, and swore to kill us all if we didn't tell him where you went.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have put your village at risk.
Don't say that. If it weren't for you, those orcs would have slaughtered us. You should have seen the look on his face when I told him you weren't here anymore. It would have been funny if he hadn't started beating up our guards afterwards. Killing them.
Do you think he knows about Mullendir? Even if you didn't tell him, one of the villagers might have.
I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. Apart from me, nobody knows what you were here for.
And where is he now?
Gone. After he realized he wouldn't find you here, he rode off like he had a fireball roaring up his buttocks. I think he may have gone east, to Bargagor, but I'm not sure. Either way, remember when I told you that I might need your help again? I didn't think it would be so early, but turns out I was wrong.
We want to help you, but we're also in need of allies. Last time we were here, you said something about influential friends?
Yes, and that offer still stands. If you help us, I might be able to acquaint you with someone who could help you in your search against the Bloodburn.
All right. What do you need?
It's simple. For a while now, we've been planning to abandon the village and go to Everlight. After what General Noria has done, there's no point in waiting any longer. We need to leave now.
Everlight? That's a long journey.
Yes, and a dangerous one. Which is why we need an escort. Gilbert and I had already started preparing the carriages, but then the soldiers came. So I need you to free the villagers for me. Just tell them to come to the clearing in the east. Once they're all there, we'll leave as quick as possible.
Why did General Noria order to hold the villagers captive anyway? I don't understand.
I wouldn't know. Maybe he had plans to interrogate them further if he didn't find you.
All right then, stay put. I'll free the villagers and tell them to come to the clearing.
Corporal?
Strange.
What is it?
I just remembered that I've been here before. I thought this place looked familiar when we first came here. But now I know why.
Why?
That was 6 years ago, when the Mage Wars had just started. General Noria, Sentenza, he had made me his squire, so to speak. My father's troops had made a stand in the village, and strangely enough, many of the locals were on their side.
What happened? Did he order to purge the village, just like he ordered it for Lianan?
No, he wasn't that radical back then. We circled the village and threatened the villagers to burn their crops if they didn't turn in the mages they were hiding. They gave in, and not a single person was killed that day.
So, what's the plan?
Something you need? Huh?
Uh-huh.
More fighting. Does this never end?
Yes?
Just give the word.
Got it.
Thank you. I had a feeling you'd come back. We need to find the mayor.
She's safe. We're here to free the villagers and get them to the caravan.
Ah, yes. Everlight. Good then. Lead the way. You'll need an extra set of blades.
Yes?
Say the word.
Huh? We should get moving.
What do we need?
Yes.
Huh?
Sounds like a plan.
They will fall.
So, what's the plan?
Commander, understood. Of course, Commander.
Just give the word.
What's next? What do we need?
Fine.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes?
Yes? Now would you look at that?
All right. Is this really necessary?
Sure. Get ready!
Whatever's necessary.
Huh? Sure.
Fair enough. Let's do this. Plan.
Yes? Interesting. Understood.
Thank you. For a moment, I thought that was it. You're that corporal, aren't you? The one who helped the militia drive back the orcs.
Yes, I already freed the mayor, and she's preparing the caravan for an escape to Everlight. Think you can help us free the villagers?
Aye, we can and we will. Lead the way, Corporal. And thank you again for saving us.
Give the word.
Need something?
We should get moving.
That way? You got it. Uh-huh.
Aye.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes?
Commander.
Commander.
Corporal? Huh?
Sure.
Yes?
Get ready!
So, what's the plan?
Danger up ahead!
Let's see.
Tiara's breath. You're...
Tahar, yes. Are you alright?
Aye. Mostly. These bastards just showed up here and took over. It was crazy. They even got the mayor.
Not anymore. She's safe, and she asked us to free the villagers and get them into safety.
Oh, the caravan. All right, we'll help you. It's madness anyway. Isn't the Royal Army supposed to be on our side? Men, come on.
Something you need?
Yes. Huh? Yes. Huh?
Huh?
What's next?
I'll keep you shielded!
Yes?
Blazes. It's you! Corporal Tahar!
Yes. Are you alright?
Aye. Just some scratches. Do you know where the mayor is? Is she safe?
Yes, she's safe from preparing the caravan for an escape to Everlight. She asked us to free the villagers and get them to safety.
Well, in that case, you have our support. Men, onwards! Let's show those soldiers what it means to take on the militia.
Commander.
Need something?
As your command.
Sounds like a plan. You got it.
Will do. Soldiers everywhere. I don't get it. Why invade Farland's Hope? Why didn't they move on?
Yes?
Yes. What's next? We should get moving.
That way. Of course.
Just give the word.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes?
Interesting. Over there, villagers. We should tell them about Clara's plan.
You're an adventurer, aren't you? Come, take a look. I'm sure I've got something that might spark your interest. Farewell!
Now would you look at that? Yes? Yes?
You!
Yes. Are you okay? Did they hurt you?
No, just threats.
Good. Go to the east. Clara is waiting there. She'll take you to Everlight.
Everlight? But what about our houses? Our belongings?
Grab what you can carry and then go. The soldiers could be back any second.
We should get moving. Huh?
Understood.
Huh? Please, I need you to free the villagers.
You should have just left us alone, damn it. If you'd never come to this place, these bastards would never have come here. You're not with the soldiers, are you? They took Clara.
Got it. Interesting.
These bloody army bastards. Monsters, all of them.
The last passenger has arrived. Good work, dear. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
I'm trying. Is everything ready?
Yes, and we'll leave at once. Though we should stay on our guards. Chances are the Royal Army isn't done with us yet. So, are you ready?
Yes. Let's head out.
All right, people. We're going. Try to be as quiet as possible and stay together. Once we're out of the village outskirts, it'll be easier. Questions? No? Good. Then get moving.
Yes?
That way?
Huh? Corporal?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Commander?
We should get moving.
Huh?
Huh?
Yes.
Corporal?
Commander?
Something you need? Yes?
Commander? Yes.
Yes?
Huh? Yes.
Sure.
Sure.
That way?
Blazes! Soldiers up ahead! Do something to Har! Stop them! Good work. Why in blazes are they so vicious? We're just farmers, for heck's sake.
Probably General Noria wants to set an example. Whoever betrays the crown pays the blood price.
You got it.
More of them!
Like a plan.
Will do. More fighting. What's next? Does this never end?
Give them word.
You'll regret this.
Good. Good. I think that was all. Let's push on.
That's the way.
Interesting.
That's it. The border. It should be easier from here on out.
Commander.
What do we need?
Huh? Huh?
Good. How far is it to Everlight from here?
A 2-week journey at least. In other words, prepare for a long march.
All right. We'll catch up with you as soon as possible.
Yes. Uh-huh. You got it. Sure.
We should get moving.
All right. That's the plan. That way? Sounds like a plan.
Though your legs ache and your stomach burns with hunger, you cannot help but feel a vague...
Now would you look at that?
Yes? What do strange flesh people want?
Yes? Let's see. Got it. Yes?
do we need? Yes?
Hmm.